Hey, this video is a bit odd. So I had an idea of what it should be. I had like a degenerate idea. I was really focused on doing it. And then some things happened. Mayors, huge events happened, and Skyblock, throwing me completely off course making this video here. So let's just get right into it. Hey, seeing this, you probably realize that this is my second episode to my Hypixel Path to Completion series. I don't know, it's just me doing something. Anyways, so last episode I ended off, most of my footage was kind of screwed, the last episode, Anyways, I had a lot of plans, but I was going to do dungeons, which didn't work then, because it wasn't working. But this time I did, and I was going to make a whole video about something else not relating to dungeons, because I was just going to do slayers, but then Derpy was going to be mayor, which is a very optimal time for dungeon grinding. So I decided, why not scrap the footage I just spent multiple hours grinding and do something completely different? So we're here, not doing the other thing. Anyways, let me catch you up. I went to some dungeons before. I didn't really record it. It's just me running around as a healer, hoping not to die, and just trying to get my Catacombs level high enough so I can use some heavy armor. I bought it off the auction house as well as a aspect of the dragons, which I gave some basic enchantments to, and then 2-starred the heavy armor. But before we get into that, I should probably show you my skills, because I just do that. Anyways, for my farming, it is level 10. My mining is level 12. Foraging is level 13. Fishing is level 10. Enchanting is level 22. Alchemy is level 3. But most notably, my combat is 20, allowing me to use the Adept Power Stone, which is very good for tanks. I also placed down a diamond minion to help me get enchanted diamonds, as I had gotten Zombie Slayer 3, because this was supposed to be originally about slayers, but now it's not about slayers, so here we are. Anyways, I got Zombie Slayer 3 so I could use a crystallized heart, so I placed down a diamond minion to get me enough enchanted diamonds so I can make it, and I also got some... Anyways, I got some more money thanks to me just grinding in the end and getting lucky with a few summoning eyes back to back, so I bought myself some more talismans, because Adept is great. Anyway, I went back to doing dungeon runs. I did a few runs and then got a Bonzo's mask from a reward chest. I contemplated buying the mask because I was grinding for the collection to get the free one. But then I decided to open it anyways and acquire it because I was, in the end, I just felt like I was going to be too lazy when I was doing dungeon runs to switch between my two setups, so I decided to have two masks. So I bought this one and continued doing dungeon runs, so I can get the one from the collection. As I continued to do floor ones, I got another option to buy another Bonzo mask from a chest and just go straight to floor 2 and stop doing floor 1. I decided against it because eventually I would need all the floor ones, so I just kept grinding, and after a while, I got to 30 Bonzo kills. And that's when the Jerry's workshop opened because it was now the Christmas time in Skyblock. So I decided to grind some fishing XP, which I was using for tanking stuff. I went to grind in the fishing. After the 20 minutes of the waves, I went back to doing dungeon runs, and I got up to Bonds Collection 40 before Derpy became mayor. When he was mayor, I got about 5 minutes to grind foraging on Skyblock before not going on Skyblock for a week because I was doing other things. After the week, when I came back to Skyblock, I realized it had been updated to 0.19.3, and that it had added solo dungeons in the update. I was, of course, able to do them, because I had completed a floor 3 earlier, but I just didn't feel like I could solo floor 1 that well, because of my setup. But I did do my part, and got 3 extra letters from Saul for no reason other than I could. So once I unlocked solo dungeons, I went back to grinding party done for first floor. After 2 hours, I was on the final run, and I saw the second superior Lost Adventure I had ever seen on floor 1. It didn't do anything, really. I just thought it was convenient that on my 50th floor 1, like the first superior Lost Adventure I'd ever seen on floor 1 appeared. After getting the Bonzo mask from the Bonzo collection, I did a few floor 2s before just buying an adaptive blade off the auction house because I just didn't feel like killing 250 scarfs and it was cheaper. It wasn't that hard to 5-star because I got a ton of Wither Essence from floor 1 and I added the prefix from the Livid Fragments that I bought off the bazaar. I decided to keep doing floor 2s until I got Catacombs 17. Partway through grinding, the Skyblock Year 300 raffle happened, and I got disconnected immediately. Yeah, it just was annoying. So when I tried to get back on, I had to wait in a queue for 3 hours just to get on so I could participate in the raffle. The cake I got was not a lie century cake from Simon, but my friend got a potato one, so we traded, so I got the potato century cake, and I was also put on the green team for the raffle. I decided to do the garden because it would just give me a ton of chance for farming XP, which would give me a ton of chances to get raffle tickets. So I just went to my garden and did a ton of gardening for the raffle ticket. I got a flowering bouquet after only 5 visitors. It just was cool. And at that moment, I realized that Marina was mayor when I hit the tab button, because I do that far too often. Anyways, upon seeing that, I went to the hub to do some fishing XP. Wouldn't be as efficient as farming for raffle tickets, but I decided to get my blue whale up because I just needed to get higher level for the dungeons. And for the rest of the raffle, I just fished till I got raffle tickets because it was actually pretty close to Skyblock, because things happen. And on the final day of the raffle, I was on, ready to participate in the big raffle. I got nothing good from the previous raffles. Not really. I got a fruit bowl, a cake counter, one party hat. I got one party hat. Yeah, I didn't really get a whole lot good from this raffle. I actually had bought a same hat previously off the auction house because I just really wanted one. So anyways, I waited in the lobby for 4 minutes when the raffle was preparing. The big one. The big honcho. I could get my salmon hat. A free one. I could have 2 salmon hats. I could literally get anything. From my warden heart to a party hat. Yeah, I mean the rewards, if you didn't get anything, were actually pretty good for me as I put in like 80 tickets. So I had to get a ton of powder, quite a few presents, a ton of skill XP. So anything I felt at that moment was good, except for the party hat. You know what I got? I got the party hat. And here's my reaction when I got the party hat. I spent a whole week grinding Skyblock for an event that can give me a salmon hat, but all I get in the end is a stupid hat that I cannot use! Anyways, but as it turns out, the party hat is very broken. At that time, I did not realize that there is text at the bottom that says if you're not a plus rank, it'll just display it as red. I'm great at reading. Anyways, I put the second one on my grandma wolf pet because it will now play particles whenever I equip it, and I don't mean to have it on, so I just know when I have the wrong pet on. Nothing really good came out of this raffle except me getting a salmon hat. So, woohoo. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yes, Catacombs! Let's get back to the Catacombs. 17, right? Let's get back to it. But after the 300 raffle and my disappointment not getting a salmon hat, I came on the next day to do some dungeons, and 0.19.4 came out, because too much has happened since I started this, and it took far too long to get all this footage, and I'm not dying inside. But anyways, the 19.4 updated changed my dungeon requirement. My original goal to get Catacomb 17 was to get my Aspect of the Dragons dungeonized. That was my original goal. But now it is Catacombs 12. I'm higher than Catacombs 12. So I'm just deciding, let's just go all the way up to Catacombs 20 now, because I don't have anything to do for the next few months except school. So, oh well. Anyways, they also added a few dungeon equipment pieces, which is really cool, in my opinion. I just liked it. So I did a floor 1, because I had so much XP in the RNG meter saved up that I just instantly got a balloon snake from the RNG meter. Anyways, I 5-starred it instantly and just equipped it. The jump boost 2 is kind of useful in certain scenarios like the trap rooms or the fire floors, because you don't take damage because you jump so high. Anyways, back to floor 2s, because Paul is now mayor, so I can do floor 2s. But since this video has taken so long, I just went back to dungeon runs. After a few runs, I got the adaptive belt from a floor 2 chest. I 5-starred it and equipped it because it was actually kind of good for my tankiness. And I also replaced my Bonzo's mask with some Mender Fedora at that point because it just gave more regeneration during the boss fight. And once I claimed my Scarf Ceases from the collection, I decided to instantly phase up to do floor 3s to get to Catacombs 20 easier. And after doing floor 3s, I got some adaptive boots and a helmet. The helmet had protection 6 and the boots had a star. So I thought that was cool. No other reason. Anyways, after doing 78 floor 3s, I finally reached Catacombs 20 after 2 Skyblock updates, a whole major server event. I have Catacombs 20. I can't do floor 7s yet. But anyways, before I end, my skills are now Farming 21, Mining 17, Combat 23, Foraging 17, Fishing 17, Enchanting 28, Catacombs 20, and Alchemy is still 3. Most of my skills are coming from my minions. Skill average is now 18.4. Anyways, next time I should try to do Slayers with my Fell Sword that I can now use, and try to get 7, 7, 7 in the first 3. And I guess that's the end. So, potato.